Hi everybody, it's Rachel Williams here. I'm going to show you a couple of things that you'll need to keep in mind as you format your essay drafts for peer critique next week. Alright, here in Microsoft Word 2010, I've just got a sample essay. You'll notice that the body text is in Latin. I've done it that way just because it's a dummy text. I want folks paying attention to what's going on here on the screen and not the text of the essay. On page 310 in a writer's resource, you'll find everything that you need to know about margins. Of course, they should be 1 inch. Spacing, the information that you'll need up here. You see where I'm circling my mouse arrow. The information you're going to need on this very first page, etc., etc. It's very important that you get MLA formatting and any paper style formatting correct every single time. When you don't, it looks very sloppy. Please make sure that you have your copy of a writer's resource out and where you can put your hands on it and open it up, and double check everything. I've been using MLA for probably 20 years and I still don't have everything memorized, especially since they updated their styles in 2009. I'm having to relearn a few things, but I'm not ashamed to get out my guide and take a look. All right, you'll notice that the essay is double spaced. It is in 12-point font. Okay, I'll click right here in the just the middle of this first paragraph. The typeface is Garamond. You'll recall from the essay help sheet that I specified you have to use a serif, readable serif font such as Garamond, Times New Roman, Century School Book, or Gaudi Old Style. And you'll notice that the title, there's always a title, is 1 space away from the first line of the first paragraph. And you'll also notice that each new paragraph signifies that it's starting with this tab. There's 1 tab in from the farthest left margin. There's no big huge space in between paragraphs. I'll scroll down a little bit and show you that. That's not MLA style. It's MLA style just like this. 1 tab in shows that you're starting a new paragraph. If you type up your essay and you find that there are huge spaces in between the paragraphs, chances are you have it on normal. You don't want that. You notice up here in the styles bar, type your paper with the no spacing option, this highlighted rectangle here. All right. So what do I do if it's time for a draft? Okay, well, the number one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check CourseDen for an email from my instructor with my special code that I'm going to use in place of my name. Now, this is not your UWG email. This is your CourseDen email. Now, I'm going to replace my name with my special code. Let's say my code is Z1230. That's what I'm going to put here. Matter of fact, I'll even put a hyphen in between the Z and the 1230. My name is not on there. It's Z1230. I'm also going to save my file as Z1230. I'm going to go up here to File, and I'm going to click Save As. And it's going to come up with this title. I'm going to change it, and you'll notice my changing it here. Bear with me. Z and 1230 essay number 1 draft. Do you see how I'm doing this? I expect you to name your essay similarly. You'll put your code and then in caps essay number 1 draft and then save it as a docx Word 2010. Please don't save it as a WPS. I cannot open Works. Don't save it as an RTF. Save as Word document docx. All right, everybody got that? You'll put your code and then essay number 1 draft. This is how you'll save your document. Again, this is another way to protect your identity in class. All right, I'll click Save. All right, And you'll see right up here at the top it says Z1230 SA1 draft. Okay, so how do I put my page numbers and my headers? Okay, now this is going to take some doing. Bear with me. I'll go up to Insert. All right, you see we have a bunch of options here. I'll scroll over to the header and footer section, kind of here in the middle. All right, what do I do? My page number. You'll notice that page number is highlighted. I'm going to left click on this. Top of page is where I'll go next. Word gives you a lot of options. I'm not going to give you a lot of options. I'm going to tell you where to put it. I'm going to tell you to put this at the bottom of the page. Bottom of the page, okay? And I'm going to tell you to put it plain number 3, okay? Bottom of page and plain number 3. Now this doesn't mean that a number 3 is going to come up on every single page. This is just a mistake on Microsoft's part. They should have called it option number 3. But plain number, choice number 3 at the bottom of the page. All right, you ready? We're going to click on this. Oh, well, this is great, but I didn't want that 1 at the bottom of my page. Urgh! Easily taken care of. You'll notice that we're here in the Header and Footer Tools section, the little green tab Design. Let's click Different First Page. See where it says the little boxes come up here. Specify a unique header and footer for the first page of the document. Click. Hey, wait a second. I didn't want that to happen. So I'm going to highlight the number and I'm going to click Delete. Aha. You'll notice there's no number up here. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. No number at the bottom of the first page either. How about the second page? Nothing in the header. Ha! But there's a number 2 at the bottom corner of page number 2. There's a number 3 in the bottom corner of page 3, page 4, and 5. Looking good. All right, let's close out of this. So next, I, Z1230, need to put a header starting on page 2 to show people that this is Z1230's paper. How do I do that and not mess up and put it on page 1? Again, I'll go to Insert. I'll go over here to the Header and Footer section, and I'm going to click Header. You'll notice it's highlighted in orange. Edit the header of the document. The content in the header will appear at the top of each printed page. This too is tricky. Bear with me just a minute. It takes me a couple of tries to get it right. Don't feel bad if it takes you a couple tries to get it right. Header. Here are some built-in solutions. I want you to choose blank, this first one right here. Whatever you type for the header, it's going to show up in the upper left-hand corner of your pages. All right, we're going to click on this header and the first blank option with just one column here. Ready? Okay, click. Wait a second. First page header. This is going to be a problem, and this is where Word gives me a hard time. And don't feel bad if Word gives you a hard time. Let's go ahead and click here. I'm going to click in this type text box. It may not want me to do so. Okay, I just moved an arrow key. I'm going to click doot. All right. I'm going to click Z1230 essay number 1 draft. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm going to change this. Z130 draft. And here's what I'm going to type. I'm going to put in the date that I turned it in. 20th of September 2011. All right. Now I can't just click close yet. I need to highlight this, so I'm going to hold down that left mouse button, and you'll notice the little dialog box comes up here, and it tells me that My font size in the header is 11. Well, that's way too big for a header because remember that the entire body of your essay is in 12-point size. I want to make this small and unobtrusive, but easily findable in case somebody has questions. I'm going to put it in size 8 font, and I'm going to put it in Arial. Now, why do I put the header in Arial when everything else is in Garamond? Well, I want this to stand out. Sometimes when everything is in the same typeface, it kind of tends to run together. Up here in the upper left corner of the page, it's in small letters. It's in 8-point type. And the sans serif style of Arial is just different enough to where if I'm looking for it, I'll say, oh yeah, this is Z1230's paper. Okay? So you're going to format that. I'm going to click inside it. There we go. But wait a second. I don't want this on the first page. Well, bear with me here. Bear with me here. I am going to mess around here. I'm going to go down to the second page, header. And I'm going to write the exact same thing that I just wrote, Z1230. Let me scroll back up and make sure I'm writing the same thing. Pardon me. Essay number 1, draft, and then the date. All right. Again, here on page 2, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did on page number 1. I'm going to make it small. I'm going to put it in Arial. Be right up here. All right. Everybody with me so far? If you'd like, you can pause the video and go back and work along. How about, I go down here to page 3, and here is the header just like I wanted. How about page 4? Header is just like I wanted. And on page 5 as well. Okay, so how the heck do I get this off of page 1? Easy. I'm going to, and like I said, bear with me. I may have to do this once or twice. You'll notice up here, different first page. I have that checked, just like for page numbers. If Word does what I think it's going to do, the fact that I've deleted this is okay because I have different first page checked. And on the other pages, it should still work. All right, we have deleted this on our first page header. We also don't have a number on the first page. Let's click Close Header and Footer and see if this works. Got your fingers crossed? Okay. All right, take a look. Oh, Lord, please tell me it worked. Looks like it did. Up here on the second page, I've got my code, Z1230 SA1 draft, 20th September. All right, and then down here, bottom of page 2, I've got my little number 2. Top of page 3. Bottom of page 3. Top of page 4. Bottom of page 4, and then there's page 5. You may have to work 2 or 3 or 4 times to get this right. Don't worry about it. That's how you learn. I've worked through this a couple of dozen times, and sometimes I still mess up and get it wrong. Hopefully, you will be able to put everything on here that you need to. Your code, your formatting here on the first page, the header that follows on all of the pages after page 1, and the page number that'll follow on all pages after 1 down here in the bottom right corner. The next video is how to upload your draft to the discussion board in CourseDen. Thanks for playing, everybody. Bye-bye.